Welcome, everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm the president and founder of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a non-delegated correspondent lender that does things quite a bit differently. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today so we can explain a little bit more about what makes us different. I'm going to have our COO, Kyle Hershey, come on in a few minutes as well and show us exactly what the software looks like, which is really what sets us apart. And then we'll bring in Jose before we wrap it up, where he can explain a little bit where his 27 years of experience come in actually structuring the deals, a little bit less about technology, a little bit more of how to get the deal done. And Jose is our sales manager here at the Mortgage Calculator. So let me start with going through our website and sharing my screen. Now, hopefully most of you have joined from this website or checked it out before, but I'd like to go through line by line, explain a little bit more about what we mean, and hopefully answer some questions that people have along the way. So really what sets us apart and our mission here is to really expand your guys' business. And we really do that through kind of our three basic things here: our mortgage leads, which we'll talk about, training, and our software, which really puts it all together. So that's really what makes us different. And we're really all about empowering you guys to scale your business. So I know everybody here probably already has a great business already set up, which is amazing. We love to work with everybody. But what we provide on top of that is some systems and approaches to how we do things to use leads to expand your business. So we really want to make sure that you guys can use our great systems for your current business, but also plug in instantly, add new business to your pipeline every single day. So whether there are company leads or self-generated leads, our real mission here is to make sure every loan officer has a full pipeline. And we really do that through empowering them through our software is really how it all happens. So we'll talk a little bit more about what that is. And then Kyle will actually show you guys since you guys are on the call today. So the first bullet point we want to go through here is our business model. So we have built this business as a FDIC bank, done it as a broker model, non-delegated and delegated model. And we find that the non-delegated correspondent is the best model. And why is that? And that's because we are approved with over 112 lenders and investors where we can have the best of both worlds. So under non-delegated correspondent, we can be a broker when we need to, or a correspondent if we need to. We get the best of both channels. So we have over 5,000 loan programs as a lender with our 32 correspondent investors. That's where we're always going to get the best pricing, the best programs, all the great benefits that come when our name's on the documents and we can quickly change programs, etc. And if we need to find something special or something that we can't do, maybe a commercial loan, a fix and flip loan, whatever it is that might be outside the box, we have over 80 wholesale lenders we've partnered with for the stuff that we don't do in-house. So what we want to make sure is that every loan request that comes in, every lead that comes in, no matter how crazy it is, we want to make sure we have an outlet for it. And the best way to do that is under the non-delegated correspondent model, where we can basically be flexible enough to use any channel we need, any investor we need, or any lender we need at any time to make sure we get the best deal for the customer. Now, the next thing, how do we do all that? We do it with our fully integrated POS, CRM, LOS, everything you guys are used to. Basically, all the systems you guys use, we've integrated it all in one login. One login for you, one login for your customer. And that's our goal every single day when we wake up, is to make sure that we try to save you guys some time, try to save our whole company, our whole team some time, and integrate more services and software and all this stuff. Because as you guys know, if you have 100 different logins, it's very hard to get loans done. If you have one login, your customer has one login, and we make everything the same, no matter which of the 112 different options we use, that's going to give a great benefit to you guys and your borrowers as well. So our software is built for us, by us. Basically, we're loan officers. Jose does loans every day. I don't do loans anymore personally, but I've done hundreds and hundreds of loans. We built this for us exactly how we're supposed to be doing it. Now we can take with our software a prospect from a website inquiry, basically name, email, phone number, to a live quote, to a complete 1003 with credit, with liabilities and Encompass without you guys lifting a finger. So everything comes in instantly. We have loan applications coming in by the second all day from different people. It's all in Encompass, already set up for you. And the best thing is you don't even need to use Encompass. So Encompass is obviously the base, but you don't have to log into Encompass. Our API integrates with Encompass, where you go into our CRM and you can pull up the whole 1003 and all the pages of Encompass within our CRM. Kyle will show you guys what that looks like here in a second. We also integrate with Optimal Blue for pricing, which you guys are used to, right? A lot of different investors, lenders use Optimal Blue. We have that integrated. You don't have to log in. You click one button, pulls up Optimal Blue. Click one button, it pulls CIC credit. Integrated through Meridian Link for a bunch of other services as well with one button, one click. Count check with one click, which is alternative to the work number, but it does VOAs as well. We have Appraisal Works, one click to pull up all 5 AMCs and one click to get a price instantly from all 5. And then one click, you order it from whichever one you want. All these different things are just one click away. So we want to integrate with all the services that you guys are used to that get us, to the finish line on loans, but all with one click in the CRM, one login, instead of having 100 different logins for those. And how do we teach you guys and put it all together? We found that a lot of the different business models, whether it's broker, bank, non-del, is the training. It's definitely lacking in all the different things. So we want to make sure, since we're all remote, we have the training center remote at your guys' fingertips, and we have daily live trainings as well to support everybody in the team. So you can attend classes in our online training center anytime to also like upgrade and get new leads and upgrade to a senior once you're ready to go, all that kind of great stuff. We also have our live support where you can pop in a Zoom room where it's a face-to-face meeting, but remote, since we're all remote here, right? But we need to go face-to-face in Zoom so we can actually pull up your screen and click the buttons for you and get you unstuck from whatever you need to do, show you what buttons to click. We also have our live weekly trainings where we do everything from our daily mortgage rates, where you can check out the rates and go over different topics, to our nightly live for the entire world on YouTube podcast type trainings where we go over different loan types. And then we have 5 days a week internal trainings as well of how to use the system. So tons of different trainings you can plug into every single week. And the best of all is we have our knowledge center where everything is integrated. So all of our videos, all of our different articles, so thousands of articles from us, but also thousands of articles from our partners. So brokered partners, correspondent partners, all 112 partners that we have, they all have matrices, guidelines, tips, tricks, videos, all kinds of different articles they send us to post for you guys for resources. So all kinds of stuff with one search, you can check out all the different options. Now, the last part here, a couple bullets that don't really fit in any of those categories, but still very important. We can close DSCR business purpose loans in over 44 total states. So we have 24 states we're licensed in for primary and second homes, but our lawyers have issued our memo where we can do our DSCR business purpose loans in 44 states total. So that's a great opportunity for us to expand our footprint. I love doing DSCR loans for investors as well. When I did loans, that's definitely a great opportunity to expand your business without necessarily having to add a bunch more licenses. We do everything at a 50-50 split. So Kyle's going to show you guys a bunch of different ways leads come in. Very simple. We try to keep it as simple as possible. If you take a lead from the company, 50-50 split. If you do your own lead, there is no split. So no complicated splits there. One of the great benefits here is we can all refer deals to senior LOs for 75 basis points referral fee. So a lot of times we might have a conflict of interest or a spouse loan we're trying to do, or we don't have a license in that state, but we have a family or a friend or a client that we want to still be involved in and still help out. We can refer those deals to senior LOs that have the proper licensing and know exactly what to do. Maybe it's a fix and flip loan. We don't know how to do it. We can refer that out, still be involved with our client, still make some great money on that deal as well. We are also all about leads. Kyle will show you guys how to set up your own leads in our system and basically plug into the leads we already have going. Or if you already have leads going, he'll show you our lead webhook where we can integrate leads from anywhere through our Zapier webhook setup. And the final bullet that we want to go over is we do all this for you guys, and there is no monthly fees, no fees for the software, no fees for the systems, no secret fees, no hidden fees. We want to be as straightforward as possible. There are no monthly fees or hidden fees of any kind. We've built this for us, for you guys, so we can all succeed. So let's go into the next part. Again, if you guys drop out or anything, you can watch a replay video here on the website anytime. But let's get into our compensation plans. So we are a little bit different, as we explained. It is hard to wear two different hats, a broker hat and a lender hat at the same day, at the same time. So our plans are different and they're set up for us since we're based on leads. So hopefully this makes sense. Let me walk through the different plans here. Everybody always gets their eyes drawn to the senior loan officer plan. So that's the biggest commission. So let's start there. Here we have 200 basis points commission as our base commission. That's 200 basis points on your self-gen for conventional non-QM, all the loans we're used to typically. And that's 2% commission for those of you who may not be familiar. To keep it very simple, if a senior loan officer takes a company lead, it's a 50-50 split. So that's 100 basis points on a company lead for conventional non-QM. That's 1% commission for those of you not familiar. So try to keep it very simple there. Senior loan officers get the max commission. They're going to receive everything that everybody else gets. And to top it all off, they're going to get the best leads. Remember, everybody refers their referrals to the senior loan officers that know what they're doing. So they're going to receive not just leads, but actual referrals where they'll be attached to another team member that's going to actually be helping on the deal. The senior loan officer is going to do the loan. The team member is going to help do the deal. So these are the best leads we can get when there is some teamwork going on. And that's the senior loan officers that receive those. Our senior loan officers can also make more revenue. They can upgrade to a team leader once they understand what's going on. Very complicated to use the system and wear two hats at the same time. But once you get it, you can then help other people get to it. So team leader upgrades, once you're ready to help people disclose, structure their files, you can earn an additional 15 basis points and build a team. If you really want to take on the duties and become a branch manager, get your own lead, run your own branch, physical, actual branch, you can go ahead and upgrade and earn an additional 25 basis points there as well. So we want to make sure our senior loan officers upgrade and, start building their team and spreading the word here. How do you get to a senior loan officer? You have to close 6 loans with our system. It is a different system. So that's why we want to make sure we're very clear with everybody. It takes a little bit to learn the new system here. But once you do, you'll be rocking and rolling. So for your first 6 deals, you're going to be a loan officer where we can team you up with a team leader and a branch manager. Of course, Jose as the sales manager who can help you structure those deals on your first 6, navigate you through all the different systems and ways to do things, the different investors we use, the different lenders we use, all that kind of great stuff. So on your first 6 deals, if they're self-gen, you're going to make 150 basis points. So that's 150 basis points on conventional non-QM, stuff we're all used to. And that's 1.5% for those of you not familiar. And if you take a company lead, great. You can still access plenty of our company leads when you're doing your first 6 deals. You will make 50%. So that's 75 basis points commission on the company leads for the conventional non-QM. That's 0.75% commission for those of you not familiar. And our regular loan officers, when you first join, you'll still have access to all our leads at 50-50 split. Kyle will show you all that. You'll have access to the really good click to claim leads, which are the ones that are hot coming in from live people on our ads clicking right then. You'll be able to talk to them within 1 minute of them actually clicking an ad. You'll be live on the phone with them. You'll still be able to refer deals to senior LOs for 75 basis points if it's something you're not used to or you need to help a spouse or a family member, maybe not in your state, all that kind of stuff that we just talked about. And we can originate in up to 24 states for primary second homes and 20 additional states for business purpose DSCR, as we discussed. So a lot of opportunity to expand your footprint there, whether you need to get a fully licensed or if you just want to take some DSCR leads, there are some additional states you can do without necessarily getting a new license. How do you stay a loan officer? Make sure you do 1 loan per month minimum production. If you're not full-time, this probably isn't for you. Matter of fact, I know it's not for you. So please join the other plan that we have for anybody that's not full-time. If you are full-time, you should definitely be closing more than 1 loan per month because obviously you need to survive, right? So we want to make sure everybody gets upgraded to senior within 6 months. So just make sure you are full-time. If for any reason you're not full-time, no problem. We have the plan for you. That's the junior loan officer plan. Whether you're just getting a new license and you're just getting into it, whether you maybe are a realtor and you're doing this to supplement your income to learn something new, great. Become a junior loan officer. You still make great commission, 75 basis points. And that's because you're going to simply refer all your deals to a senior loan officer. So you're going to make 75 basis points on all those deals. That's 0.75%. And the senior loan officer is going to know exactly what to do, exactly what button to click, exactly what investor or lender to use, all that kind of great stuff. And you can just worry about learning and earn while you learn. So it's a great opportunity to learn new stuff before you're ready to jump in full time. Still have access to our CRM POS LOS system that we talk about that Kyle's about to show you guys. Still have access to some leads in the auto dialer that Kyle will show you. Great lead list, not necessarily click to claim leads that are instant, but we still have great lead lists in there. You're going to refer deals to the senior LOs for 75 basis points. That's obviously the goal here. And you still have opportunities to recruit. So everybody in the company can obviously bring more people in the company and get some recruiting bonuses as well. So the juniors get that as well as everybody else. And the most important thing here, you're not full-time, so there is no minimum production requirements. You're not going to be actually taking loan applications or actually originating a loan. You're going to be helping a senior loan officer that knows exactly what to do, is fully licensed, ready to go, and you're going to learn while you earn. So let's go into the next section here where we can talk about what the software actually looks like. So if you're ready, Kyle, why don't you go ahead and take over and show them a little bit of the back end here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here and we will get into it. So when you come on board, of course, we'll do a detailed training on this, but just to highlight a couple things here. So this is our CRM here that we've built. Pretty standard CRM stuff, right? You can email your clients, text your clients, call your clients, take your notes here, right? It builds your history of your communication. You can set tasks, reminders for yourself. You can put people on action plans, drip campaigns to text them and email them on your behalf automatically, all that kind of good stuff, right? What really sets our system apart, though, is our quoting system. So within a few minutes, with just 6 pieces of info from the client without pulling their credit, you can fill in the info here, press one button to pull up all the rates from all our different investors through our Optimal Blue API. And within 2 minutes, you can send your client an email and a text through our system with a nice quote that looks like this, that gives them their different options here, their rate options, shows them what these things mean, pulls in the Google map automatically, pulls in the Zestimate automatically, has the proposed loan info, the monthly breakdown of their taxes, insurance, HOA fees, the estimated lender fees, and of course you here as their loan originator. Now you can also attach your realtors to these quotes. So if your client's working with a realtor, they absolutely love this. Your realtor partners will love this because they know not only can you quote their client within seconds, but you can also attach them to the quote, putting them right here, telling their client, hey, we are your team that's pushing this deal across the finish line. Now, the best part about this all is that your client can click right here to start their loan application if they like what they're seeing here. What that does is that takes them right to their borrower portal. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like from their end. It pops them right here where they can start their loan application. We control the whole 1003 inside of our system, so they don't have to go anywhere else. It prompts them to upload their basic documents here that we're going to need for that loan type. It shows them their loan info, automatically shows them the milestone, which is connected to our system on the back end. So as they move through the loan milestones, they're automatically updated on that. And they can also communicate with you directly through here. So this is their borrower portal that they see. Now, let me show you what this now looks on the back end to you as the loan officer, now that your borrower has started their application. You'll see here, you can help them fill out their application as they go through the 1003 and fill things in, right? You can also help them upload documents, right? So you can assist all the way through, but most importantly, you can press this button right here to request documents. Let's say you need 12 months bank statements, boom. Now we're asking them for 12 months bank statements and letting them know we need that. Let's say you want to change the whole loan type and say, you know what? This isn't going to be conventional. This is actually going to be DSCR loan. And I don't really know what documents we're going to need for a DSCR loan, but the system does. So I'm going to tell the system I'm going to replace these documents with DSCR documents. And now we're only asking for what we need for a DSCR loan, right? So now another thing you can do here is request signatures. So if you need them to sign something, you can just click right here, click Save Changes. Now it prompts them to sign that when they log into their borrower portal, and it's just one click. Our e-sign is built in, so they don't have to leave the page to sign any documents. It's all right here. Now you can also request custom documents, of course, if you need anything, from them specific that's not there as a template. click add, and now it's going to add that to the documents needed. So this is what you're going to see on your back end. Now, once this client has completed their 1003 and authorized us to pull credit, which as Nick said, they can do without even speaking to anyone. Our system's going to prompt them through this from being just a lead all the way through this process. So they could actually fill out their 1003 and their credit and everything before they even speak to you. It doesn't happen all the time, right? But that's the way that it's set up. Now, after they have submitted their 1003, we pull credit automatically. We don't charge your client up front. We don't charge you. We pay for the credit pull up front, and we do it instantly and automatically. So now that your client has submitted their application and given credit off, now you can come right here to our Encompass API. Again, you don't have to leave our software. You don't have to pull up Encompass. It's all right here. The 1003 is already in here. The fields of the 1003, it's already in here. The credit is already pulled and is already in here in the application. So you can use our system to control Encompass on the back end and actually originate your loan here, and everything is in there automatically. The 1003, the credit, everything is already in there in our system. Now, you can also, what happens is when the underwriter starts underwriting the loan and they have conditions, the conditions will appear back here so that you can either upload them or you can dispute the conditions. So everything is going to be done right here. You're going to actually originate the loan in Encompass right here, and you're going to actually fulfill any of the underwriting conditions and all that kind of stuff. Super easy right here in the system. And you can request documents from your client that you need to fulfill those conditions, right? So everything happens here through this system. Now, you also control everything here through our system. For example, when you're ready to request your CD, it's a click of a button away. If you need to file a COC, a change of circumstance, it is one click away right here. If you need to cancel the loan, it is one click away right here. We also have our processor assist to order VOEs, VOAs, to lock the loan right here, right? So everything is right here at your fingertips, 100% done in our system. So you can see how we can take a client from being a lead to then contacting them, quoting them, collecting their 1003, pulling their credit, collecting their documents, originating the loan in Encompass through our system, and then fulfilling the underwriter conditions, requesting our CDs, getting our verifications, all right here through one system. That's one login for you and one login for your client. So now let's talk about where these leads come from in the first place, where we actually get them. So we provide you leads in multiple ways. Now, first and foremost is the click to claim leads that we send you on a daily basis via text. So we have our ad campaigns running on Facebook. We'll talk a little bit more about those campaigns and how they work later. But we have our Facebook campaigns. When somebody clicks on, let's say, a DSCR ad, you and 4 of our other loan officers get a text message, and the first one to click that link claims that lead. Our leads are always exclusive. You're the only one that gets it, and you're going to call that client within seconds of them clicking on one of our ads. So those are the hot, fresh Facebook leads that we provide you. Now, another way that we provide you with leads is through our auto dialer. So we have an auto dialer here in our system. You can call 300-400 people in a day through the auto dialer. You can press one button to drop them an automated text and email from you if they don't answer, and you go right to the next call. The system does it on the back end. All that kind of good stuff that any dialer would have. And we provide the leads in here. So notice here's a couple fix and flip leads that haven't been contacted yet, some doctor loan leads, as well as some different cold call lists, as well as things like lists of realtors to contact. You'll see there's some DSCR leads in here right now as well. So all kinds of different types of leads in there that we provide for you to call using the auto dialer. So there's always leads in there, whether it's down to even just cold calls and stuff like that. You will 100% of the time have leads to call in the auto dialer for those that want to put in that work. Now, another way that we provide leads here in our system is that you can purchase advertising campaigns. So we can actually manage your campaign for you. So the same leads that we give you on a split, those same leads that we know work, you can actually have us manage your own campaign. So we can copy that ad campaign that we know works, and we can put your budget on it. Those leads now go directly to you, so you don't have to click to claim them, and there is no lead split on them, right? This is your lead. So those same leads that we give to you that we know close on a lead split, you can actually do your own campaign. So that way you don't have to compete to click to claim them, and you get the full commission without a lead split. Now, a perfect example that I love to use about these type of leads is one of our loan officers, Nicole. The first loan she ever closed, she was a new LO, came to us, had never closed a loan. The first loan she ever closed was a $1,060,000 loan. Jose helped her take it from being denied at another lender to restructuring it into a profit and loss loan. We were able to close that loan in 21 days with an appraisal transfer, and it was from a lead campaign that we put out there, but one that she purchased. So since it was one that she purchased, her $16,000 commission, she saved $8,000 on it because she didn't have a lead split, because she invested into her own campaign as well. So you'll receive leads from us on a split, but you should also be running some of your own campaigns so you can get some deals closed without the lead split. First commission she ever made, $16,000, right? Absolutely unreal for a brand new loan officer. And she got to keep the whole thing because she had invested in her own lead campaign. Another way that you can work leads in our system is to import them. So as Nick said, we give you your custom webhook here. We give you the instructions to use our Zapier connection. So if you're purchasing leads from any other campaigns, from legitimate lead sources, you can bring them into our system. All the legitimate lead sources have a Zapier connection. In just a couple clicks, you can make it so that when a lead comes in, for example, from Zillow, maybe you buy leads from Zillow or free rate update or something like that. When a lead comes in from Zillow, that second it's already in your CRM, our CRM, and you get a text and an email that says you got a new lead, so you can call them and quote them and gather the 1003, all that, just like any other lead, right? So it'll shoot them into our CRM in real time from wherever else that you purchase leads from, right? So we also have that ability to import leads. Now what I want to do is send it over to Nick here to talk about the type of leads that we advertise for and why. So Nick and I actually come from a marketing background. Nick has been doing digital marketing for 15 years, and we do own an ad agency. That was what we did before we got into mortgages. Now, Nick is certified as a media planning professional by Facebook, and he has a Facebook certification for a digital marketing associate. He has a certification from Google as a Google ad specialist, and has been doing digital marketing for 15 years now. So he's the expert at the marketing and the leads. So I'm going to go ahead and send it over to Nick here to talk about the type of leads that we advertise for and why we do that. And then Jose will talk about the support end of things, and then we'll get into questions. So go ahead there, Nick.
Sure. So anytime we do a campaign, whether it's for us or we're helping somebody else out, we want to make sure we do something different and unique, right? We don't want to chase after other people, especially in the mortgage industry with billions of dollars, with a B, of budgets, right? We want to do something different. So we want to do the exact opposite of what all the big guys are doing. And we've been doing that for the last 4 years that we've been running this team, basically. So we want to make sure we advertise to the borrowers that are not being advertised to, all the self-employed borrowers, all the investors, all the people who've been denied from the big box retailers or not targeted because they're just targeting, you know, conventional refinances, right? That business model's dead now. Obviously, they fired tens of thousands of people because that's not a sustainable model. We've been focusing on something that's sustainable, which is helping the people who actually need help, right? The underserved. So we've been advertising to the people who aren't served to, and we're advertising the products and services that help them, the non-QM stuff, right? The stuff we all love that we're passionate about, where we have solutions for these borrowers that the big box retailers don't, right? So we want to advertise to those borrowers. We want to provide them solutions. So they're going to click on a bank statement ad. They thought they were denied by a big box retailer and they thought they need bank statements. Great. We're going to get them on a bank statement ad or whatever the non-QM ad or commercial or DSCR, all the stuff we advertise that's different and unique that we do. We're going to get them to click on it. We're going to use our system to gather the docs, but then we're going to analyze it. So it's not that we only do non-QM loans, but this is a great strategy to get people that are not being served and, basically not chase the big guys and, spend billions of dollars and just reduce your guys' commission, right? We want to provide solutions for borrowers. We want to, instead of just reduce your guys' commission and spend a bunch of money on ads, we want to get ads that are really worthwhile and people that need our services. So they're going to click on a bank statement ad. We're going to still gather all their docs, but we still do conventional FHA, USDA, VA if they qualify. If they happen to be a vet and they just were analyzing correctly, we're still going to do a VA loan for that person that clicked on a bank statement loan. So it's very important that we get those leads in there from something that's unique and different, but we still teach you guys, all of our team, how to properly analyze that income for those self-employed borrowers or those borrowers who may have been neglected. We still want to analyze from the top down. We still do conventional loans. We still do agency loans. We still do government loans. We still do FHA loans. But if they don't qualify and they really do need to use a bank statement loan, we're experts in that. So we want to teach you guys how to do those non-QM stuff, all the stuff outside the box. We have every loan that exists because when those deals come in that are outside the box, we need to have the solutions. So that's why sometimes we wear a broker hat, sometimes we wear a correspondent hat. Whatever happens, we need to make sure that whatever deals we have, whatever requests we have a solution for that borrower. So we're going to start with the top, obviously, VA, whatever's the most benefit to the borrower. But if we have to do a non-QM or even ratio or even something even crazier, we have those options. So we still do conventional loans, but our strategy is to do something different and unique and something that the big box retailers aren't, because we want to pay you guys well. We don't want to just reduce your guys' commission. We want you guys to be consultants and really help the people that need, want, and appreciate your help. And then we do that and we're able to choose 2 different channels because it's all the same price, right? We want you guys to choose what's best for your borrower. That's all we care about, right? We want to make sure the borrower that needed help gets the help. If that happens to be a brokered outlet, no problem. We're still going to make 2.75 there. Or if it's a correspondent outlet, great. We have a little more control there. We make 2.75. So you guys make the same, we make the same, everybody makes the same, no matter what outlet we choose. We want to help the borrowers, whatever is best for the borrowers, the best price, the best terms, whatever gets that deal done, especially when we have stuff coming in from outside the box. So hopefully that covers it there for you, Kyle. We always want to make sure we let everybody know we still do conventional loans, but we have a unique strategy, which really works for us to build our business for you guys as loan consultants, pay you guys well, happy customers, sustainable business model, not chasing after that refinance dream that is now dead, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And just to be clear, all the different types of programs, I mean, as Nick said, if it's out there, we have it. If we don't, we'll get it. So we have everything from all the conventional stuff to the non-QM stuff. We're talking bank statement, DSCR, foreign national, ITIN, 1099, asset utilization, all the way to fix and flip, ground up construction, commercial, SBA loan, CDFI, no ratio, owner occupied. I mean, if it's out there, we have it. And if you can find something that we don't have, of course, we will sign up if possible so that we can broker a loan with that lender. With that being said, let's go ahead and send it over here to Jose to talk about the support. So Jose is our sales manager. He has been a loan officer and realtor for 27 years and is part of the support system here for loan officers as the sales manager. So I'll let him talk a little bit about how our support works, and then we will open it up to questions. So go ahead, Jose.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us today. Hope to have you all on board soon. So you've heard about our technology and you've heard about the great lead systems. So it's just a matter of time before those deals are accepted. They come in and you're wondering, okay, what do I do now? Well, at the Mortgage Calculator, we certainly are not going to leave you just sitting there spinning your wheels. From the onset that first email is received by you stating that somebody is requesting a quote or an application has been submitted, management your team leaders also get copied on those emails, and we're reaching out to you to see how we could assist you structuring those deals, structuring the quote, the application, whatever you may need. As soon as you do get the application that's completed, you will again meet with your team leader to discuss the structure and to make sure that you're off on the correct trajectory on that loan, which the end result should be disclosing that loan and submitting it to processing when eventually closing the loan. Once that file structure is complete, you then meet with the disclosure desk in order to have your file reviewed for completeness. We make sure all your I's are dotted, T's are crossed, that the structure is correct for what you're doing, that the documents are as complete as possible. And then if it is a non-delegated correspondent loan, we will disclose the file. If it is a brokered loan, then you will then go to the lender's portal to get that file disclosed. As soon as that non-delegated correspondent file is disclosed, it goes to our intake department. They complete all the intake needed on that file, the different duties, and then they upload that file for you to the investor portal and register it so that you can then lock it in. Once the intake is completed and the file is registered, it then goes to our underwriting support team. They review the file, give you a list of preliminary conditions that you may expect once the investor is finishing reviewing the file, and then they go and submit that file for you for underwriting review at the investor. That includes uploading all needed documents from Encompass into the investor portal. You get the approval. You'll be notified by our underwriting support team that the approval is in, at which time you can book a meeting with your team leader to discuss those conditions, to see what is the action plan to speedily provide documents to clear those conditions and close your loan. Right. So, and we do also have a Zoom room that is manned by our in-house processing team up to 7 p.m. on work nights. So it is from 9 to 7. And we do get, some additional support there with basic stuff, credentials, can't log into something, how do I do a credit supplement, basic stuff like that. You can go into that Zoom room up to 7 p.m. on work days and you can get that question answered. So many ways to get this done here quickly, where we can basically plug you into the matrix and have you kicking out loans in 30 to 45 days. Like Kyle mentioned, the one file that of the many that we help our new MLOs structure and close. This was a very difficult profit and loss file that also had an appraisal transfer that needed to get done. And our MLO, with our multiple meetings that we had, was able to close that loan in 21 days. So that's an extreme example of a very difficult loan. And we were able to achieve that desired objective in 21 days. So there are many ways for you to take advantage of being an MLO, and also take advantage of all the great programs that we offer to allow you to compete, capture additional business, expand your horizons and your footprint, so you can basically, just do what you need to do to close a lot of loans and not be held back by just having agency loans and not being able to provide multiple solutions to your borrowers. So looking forward to helping you structure your loans and disclose all your files, and happy closings.
All right, perfect. Let's talk about the next steps and then we will get into the questions. So Nick, please go ahead and drop the link there in the chat for me. It's real simple, themortgagecalculator.com/join for when you're ready to move forward. You're going to go ahead and sign up for the plan that's applicable to you here, whether you're starting as a loan officer or a junior loan officer. It's going to take you to fill out a form when you click this, and then it's going to take you right to the compensation agreement to sign for that plan. Now, don't worry, you don't have to sign it right then. It's going to send you an email as well. Take your time and review it. But once you do sign that initial agreement, that's what kicks off all of the next steps. We will let you know all of the next onboarding steps, which will include getting your employment ID documents, having you sign the compliance manuals, also sponsoring your license and walking you through how to allow us to sponsor your license. So we dropped the link in the chat there, themortgagecalculator.com/join. Go ahead and apply for the plan that's applicable to you. Once you do sign that initial agreement, that is when we will kick off the rest of the steps. So, Nick, let's go ahead and stop recording so we can get into the questions.